check, check, 2, 3, 4, roll, rolling, real rolling, record, 10. So what happened next? What happened next? What happened? What happened? What previously on the Andy C. New London, New England radio show? I have a doctor. I've been seeing a doctor since I was 18. I know I'm 30, or almost 30, or close to 30. I have a doctor. I've been seeing a doctor since I was 18. I don't know what in the hell kind of Obamacare mandatory free state health insurance is. What the hell, any kind of community health care for free mandatory physical optional yearly Obamacare state Connecticut Obamacare free health physical medical, what is it, what do they call it for you? Well, you're teen, so what, you're a husky or something like that? No, I've been on Aetna through Bush Jr. since I was like 17 and a half, going for my first doctor. I was 18. Who was president in March 2008? Probably Bush Jr. And I could have sworn I was on Aetna and been seeing the same doctor all throughout the Hussein years. Did they say 8 full? Yeah, probably. With 6 months on either side? Who cares? Who cares? I've been seeing the same doctor since I was 18. I've been seeing the same dentist since I was 18. I don't know what in the hell kind of free state Obamacare low income learn to be adult good. What the hell? No. I didn't sign up for Obamacare or anything. Those damn Obamacare stormtroopers kicked down my front door and forced me to sign up for Obamacare Hussein regime free everything because I'm from the USA and not from Iraq or Afghanistan or Saudi Arabia or anything else in the Middle East. Now, they were all coming over here and all that free shit for healthcare free, Connecticut free, low-income free, is for those guys going for the green card or on their travel visas, for their work visas, for their green card, or they're just simply poor. And they have been forever and probably still are today. Now, what? No, I've been seeing the same doctor since I was 18. I'm not going to no free health, free community health, low income, free anything. Okay? I'm going to see my doctor first, and if he recommends I go to some kind of Hussein regime socialist for Middle Eastern import, green card, work visa, whatever, yeah, sure, I'll go with his recommendation. I've been seeing the same doctor since I was 18. I saw a pediatrician, and then I saw a doctor. And that was that. He said a physical every 4 or 5 years, or when you're finally off the risperidone into some kind of Verler, come on back and I'll check you again. Now the doctor that I've been seeing, and the pediatrician that I've been seeing, recommended tobacco a pack a day since I was 16. Because I'm Native American over a quarter. Now the last time I went to the dentist, they gave me some kind of Narcan for tobacco and called the hospital because they could have sworn I smoked myself to death, and obviously I haven't. They said, no, you're too young to be smoking. You should probably quit smoking. Let's scrub all this, everything. You have to quit. Here, we'll inject you with this. I'm calling the ambulance. And that's the last time I went to the dentist. Say, now you want me to go get a physical? What is this? They're going to take blood again? After the Connecticut state already withdrew the mandatory minimum? After they sat on my chest and wicked me to hell? Gave me some white person blood because what it says? Okay, well, can't I just go back to my regular old dentist and then says, look, I don't know this nurse. The dentist is going to sit in while I get my cleaning exam because I've known that same dentist since the dentist owner was there. There was, yeah, well, it's not community, it's free Obamacare, state welfare, anything. Okay? It was a Bush Jr. Oval Office, Pentagon, Washington, D.C. federal employee for the Department of Defense, Family, Health, Insurance. Now, I was his assistant for just about 10 years. For just about 10 years. I was born into wealth, and we donated to charity. To the Manhattan Relief is where the $1 billion went in the world fame. He checked out of that, for patriotic reasons in our nation's defense, for what I said before, for the Washington, D.C., for the Oval Office, for the Pentagon. He really worked that job a long time, and I was really his at-home assistant. He sit too long on his computer, or for whatever, in his home office, working the hell out of programming, nuclear physics, whatever the heck. I don't know. He works 16, 32-hour shifts, making sure ICBMs don't explode in Groton River. I'll take care of the trash. I'll take care of the regular, ordinary house things as soon as he got out of his office. I was his assistant in the physical realm. I'm not a computer programmer, nuclear engineer, scientist of beyond means, working for the NASA up north, for the Green Party, Yellow Submarine, anything. I was taking out kitchen garbage, recycles, wiping floors, sweeping stairs, raking leaves, mowing the lawn, etc. House chores, yard work. Every single darn day of my life for over 3,600 consecutive days, and keeping things sane and normal. Now, just because I don't have money but we ran your credit report and you've never had a credit card, so you need a mandatory physical from Obamacare under Husky because we said so, says a bunch of people that doesn't know squat from thumb and probably isn't from the States. Generally. Now, I'll go and see he's right over there. He's on Clark Lane. He's Dr. Golden. I've been seeing him since I was 18. I'll check into him. If he recommends I go and scout out this creepy community state welfare health program, if he gives me a recommendation, sure. And if my Dr. Dreslin, yeah, his new guy, Dr. Getz, over there by the Crystal Mall off Route 85, gives me a recommendation to go to Aspen Health for some kind of state welfare, we'll scout it out, check it out, because obviously with 3 years into Donald Trump is so close to these 8 years of Hussein, then you should be under Obamacare, welfare, state aid, whatever the heck, without handicap anything and without disability anything. It's very strange, okay? Now, I don't know, and besides that, I don't know who ransacked and ravaged, the 1790, 1810, 10,000 square foot of a backyard right next to that 1640 inspiration for the Pentagon, just a 15-minute sprint from Fort Trumbull. Now, I'm going to let nature take its course on that, and as far as my notes to self in my realm, my 10-foot pole of what I can reach, I'm going to see the regular ordinary USA doctor, and if he doesn't even remember me or have any records or whatever the hell, if he's even still alive, I know for a fact he recommended cigarettes, did not recommend risperidone or Vraylar. He gave me a physical and a clean bill of health last time. Okay, and I'm not drunk, but I'll have Budweiser on occasion. I'll have coffee to loosen the bells. Now they would over and over and over the patriotic would ever come along with the star-spangled bald eagle and says, so where were you on September 11th, 2001? They want to bond over that, and then they says, never forget, never surrender. And it's got like a coffee mug with some firefighters holding up a flag on ground zero rubble. Well, I was in New London, State Street. I ate breakfast at St. James the Soup Kitchen, and then I went across the street to the comic book shop. I was up early for the Yellow Submarine, the Children's Museum program, except I was 11 years old. And then the comic book shop had TVs at that point, and they showed the plane had struck the tower. So I went back to St. James. It's not the last I remember. Next to that, after that, the Navy picked me up and put me on a submarine. I went 5,000 miles down into the ocean. No. 5,000 miles fast. To drop off an ICBM to make sure we didn't get jihad explode the entire New London County is where I was for the next missing in action. I wasn't dead. I didn't run away. I wasn't hiding in the comic book shop at the church. Grandpa was a Navy admiral, and his name was in the Oval Office Rolodex. He was a presidential on-call advisor for a half a century, for 50 years, just enough, so. and he was still alive, and he was in good health, and that's that. Well, I survived, and I went to what? I got my elementary school. Well, he passed, and I went into to middle school and started reading Harry Potter because I was 12. No matter how bulk I was for the Junior Olympics, or riding the G's going 5,000 miles an hour down for what, like 2 days straight, okay, is why I want a regular ordinary submarine ride to the regular ordinary Long Island Sound underwater research laboratories. If it's anything Green Party or civilian research, scholar, science, at all. I don't want to go to a giant military barracks underwater. It's just filled with guns and bombs and let's kill people or defend. No. That's not what I signed up for in the Bill Clinton Green Party Greenpeace of the Yellow Submarine anything when I was like 6, 7, and 8, and 9. You know? So there's that. And now we're about 10 minutes in and I can almost hear myself think. I'll go ahead and check out in about, what's it, 2, 1.